My name is Andrew Smith. I'm from Honolulu, Hawaii. I did the basic in October of '97. And I was introduced by the gentleman that I was working with at the time. And he just asked me if, I wanted to check it out. And I was actually in a place at that time where I was looking for more in my life a little bit. It was kind of like, when the student's ready, the teacher will appear kind of thing. And so I decided to go. And I found that it was really really an awareness. It was like I started getting all these moments where I was thinking, wow, this is so different than I ever thought. Because my thought process at the time was, what can I do for myself? What's in it for me? Kind of living paycheck to paycheck and just existing. There was no real quality of life, and so I was discovering that it really came down to how I was thinking about relationship, how I was thinking about money, how I was thinking about commitment or lack thereof. And I really got in touch with who I wanted to be, the type of man I wanted to be when it came to honesty, integrity, just being genuine. And it was tough because of the fact that all the things that I really wanted to be and that I wanted to possess were very, very minuscule with the way that I was behaving, the way I was acting. So I knew at that time that I wanted to do the advanced courses, that I wanted to go to size 7 and the men's leadership. And I really didn't know how I was going to do it. I just knew that I wanted to do it. At the time I was pretty much broke, like I said, living paycheck to paycheck, and I wanted it so bad, and I was so clear that I was going to be there that one way or another I actually made it happen and was able to raise all the funds I needed in order to make it happen. And so I was in the very next class, which was actually December, and size 7 was huge for me. I mean, it was really, really transformational. It was the most substantial thing that I've ever done for myself in my life. It really, it showed me how I relate to trust. It showed me how I relate to my word, and in situations where I go and how I think. And I was really running on automatic, and it was like I wasn't in control. And I really got to see how I react and how I show up when it comes to different types of situations around what it was I wanted to be. When it came to loyalty, when it came to love, when it came to respect, when it came to commitment, all these things. And I had some amazing breakthroughs, and it was extremely life-changing, to the point where I kind of left the old Andrew behind. And I kept the aspects that I really liked about myself, but all the stuff that wasn't working, I let it go. And then came leadership, and I was like, well, I knew that when it came to being a leader, and a leader of self, and a leader of my life, I needed to continue there too. And it was just that much bigger. And now I can say with confidence that I lead a life that is giving, that is caring. I show love without fear, and I'm able to give an authentic self to people, to show people really who I am without worrying about judgment, what somebody might think of me or how I look or whatever. Because I know that when I show my true self, I show who I really am, people get it. They feel it, they know it, and they respect that, and they can connect with that. And now raising 2 small children and having a beautiful wife, we're able to create relationships and have a communication that is that's real, that's honest, it's open, but it's very caring, very respectful, and it's been a challenge for sure. I mean, nothing in life is easy. However, with some of the things that I've learned, it's like I understand that it's not about what's difficult or what the problem is, but really what I want to create and what I'm really most focused on. And if I keep my attention on what is the end result, or what is, really what I want for myself, for my family, if that's what's more important than what is the difficult part about it or what the obstacle is, I actually am able to get over those things that get in the way and get to what it is I really, really, truly want a lot simpler and with a lot more joy, because I know that the more that each step that I take, and each moment that I'm going forward, it's just rewarding. It's a reward that it continues, and I'm always working, because there's no destination. I'm not perfect. There's always going to be another hill to climb or whatever. There's always work in me. I fall short over and over again, but I've learned that I can accept that, let it go, take another step, continue to focus on what it is I want to do or be, and even when I fall short, I can say, okay, there it is, let's keep moving. So the way that Cyworld has been such an integral part of who I am is giant. I love being a part of it. I continue to come back because I see the transformation that happened in me, and when I do volunteer and I staff with them and I see other people really wanting to take on their lives, really wanting to become that person that they see that they can be, yet all this other stuff is getting in the way, and watch them just kind of let it go, strip it away, get down to the real heart of who they are. It's magical. It really, really shows what people are made of, truly, and they get in touch with themselves again, and not what the world wants them to be. And so I made a commitment that I would come back yearly to do an advanced class, whether it's staffing an MLS or a Psi-7. It's a commitment I made to myself and also to the others. I mean, I did it for myself, kind of for selfish reasons, because I get re-energized, I get filled up, I get really in touch with, okay, where am I falling short, or where am I losing sight of really the man I want to be and the things that I stand behind. And I see it again and again, and I go, okay, that's really where I'm wanting to focus. Or, this is doing pretty good, this is where I'm lacking. And it just gives me a recharge, a re-energize, and I just love to be there for the people. Being a part of something that can be life-changing for them is really life-changing for me. So that's why I continue.